Hey folks, welcome to another day, another unboxing. I have the Xiaomi 14 Ultra here. Yes, the mother of all camera phones basically. So I'm very excited to unbox this for you. And not only that, but I also have the Xiaomi 14 Ultra photography kit. So let's take a look at that as well. This is exciting. It's a bunch of accessories to kind of optimize your Xiaomi 14 Ultra experience as a camera. So here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Opening this up. Nothing in here. You know that the box just looks like anything normal. There was iMaze on here. Nothing much in the back. So let's take out this divider, and then here is the actual phone. And there's another divider. Ooh, that camera pod is huge, I can tell you right now. And then we have a 90-watt charger with European prongs. This is a global model, so of course it does have European prongs. Nice little orange accent here, and then it comes of course with a cord, which is going to be an A to C cord based on what we see here. Here's the C part with a nice little orange accent, and the A part is hidden here. Nice little orange keying. All right, nothing too unusual so far here. That's it for the box. Now let's check out this divider because I have a feeling we're going to find some stuff in here. There is a SIM removal tool, probably. Yep, right there, first thing we see. And then, ooh, it comes with a case, nice. And some paperwork, so let's check that out. All right, the case is interesting. It's semi-rigid, so it's not a TPU case. And then, you know, it's got a barcode on it. It's frosted, so you can see the color of the phone. I like it when they do that. And you've got the quick start guide here and a warranty card and the safety information. So let's have a look at the quick start guide because that's likely to have some illustrations. Not sure though, it's going to be in a lot of languages. Yeah, I don't see too much going on here, so let's skip that. All right, so let's take a look at this phone. Leica Summilux optical lens, all new 1-inch sensor, variable aperture, Leica quad camera system, all around liquid display, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, wide quad HD dynamic 1 to 120 Hz AMOLED. Yep, this thing is gonna rock. All right, let's take it out of its little, you know, jail here, and there we go. There's an iMaze sticker, so let me get that real quick. Okay, ta-da! Wow. Wow, this is white vegan leather, folks. And look at this camera pod, pretty insane. Yeah, this is pretty hot, to be frank. And I love how the edges wrap around a little bit here. See that? All the way around. Interesting design. All right, so let's fire it up and talk about what's inside. So here we go. Now I'm in very bright sunlight right now, so maybe this will not look as bright as it should, but hopefully the auto brightness will kick in at some point. There we go. Auto brightness just kicked in, so here we go. We got lots of nits here. So this display, as you can see, is kind of slightly curved on all four sides, but not enough to impede the quality of the experience. Like, I think that it's curved, but not enough to cause any optical issues. And it's curved in all four sides just slightly, which is interesting. So this is a Quad HD display. It is 1440p by 3200 pixels. It's LTPO AMOLED, 1 to 120 Hz, Dolby Vision, HDR10+, 1000 nits up to 3000 nits peak. And it's gorgeous, as you can see. Really, really beautiful display. HyperOS, Android 14 running on here. So, you know, you can pick your country, all that stuff. You can see the bezels are perfectly even all the way around. It's just a beautiful, beautiful screen. Now, under the hood, there's a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. In terms of storage, we get either 256 gig, 512 gig, or 1 terabyte. And for RAM, it's 12 gig or 16 gigs. UFS 4.0, DDR5X, the whole shebang, of course. No micro SD, not surprising. This front-facing camera here is a 32 megapixel, f/2.0, which isn't bad for a front-facing camera, 0.7 micron pixels, And it has 4K video recording at last, so that's nice to have. All right, so flipping it over, let's talk about the batteries and charging. There is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery on the global model. The Chinese model has a 5,300 milliamp hour battery, but they both charge at 90 watt wired, 80 watt wireless, and 10 watt reverse wireless. So it supports PD 3.0, quick charge 4. You know, again, this is a flagship. There's no compromises here, right? So you get the whole experience. Stereo speakers, of course, you do get an in-display fingerprint sensor. And let me walk you through the edges before we start talking about those rear cameras. So on the right-hand side here, you have the volume rocker, power lock key, some antenna bands. There is a titanium version of this phone. This, I believe, is the aluminum version. I'm not 100% sure. But you see one of the speaker, USB Type-C, primary microphone, SIM tray, dual nano SIM, nothing on the left-hand side, and then you have the secondary speaker on top, which I believe is shared with the earpiece. So yeah, this thing is pretty impressive. Now, cameras, because this is what we came for. First, check out this camera pod. You know, you'll want to have a case because it's glass all the way to the edge, and there's a nice little gold rim here. And yeah, look at that. Leica branding, of course. All right, 4 big 50 megapixel sensors here. Let's go one by one. The main sensor, 50 megapixel, f/1.6 or f/4.0. So variable aperture, but it's only 2 choices, right? You get 1.6 micron pixels. So pixel bin 4:1, you're getting 3.2 micron pixels. Holy crap. So 1-inch sensor, multi-directional phase detect, autofocus, and OIS. Then you have a first telephoto. This is a 50 megapixel 3.2x zoom lens, f/1.8 on a 3.2x lens. Crazy. This has 0.7 micron pixel, dual pixel autofocus, OIS. Then there is a second telephoto. This is a periscope telephoto. All right. So this one is a 5x optical zoom. It's f/2.5, which for 5x is insane. And then, you know, 0.7 micron pixels again, and dual pixel autofocus. Great. Finally, you have an ultra wide down here, and this ultra wide is also 50 megapixel. f/1.8, again, very impressive, 122 degrees field of view, pretty solid. 0.7 microns, dual pixel autofocus, and then there's a depth of field sensor as well, apparently. So, you know, in terms of cameras, 4 cameras that are 50 megapixels, very similar to the Oppo Find X7 Ultra, but the Oppo Find X7 Ultra has 2 periscope telephotos instead of 1 non-periscope and 1 periscope like this. And it doesn't have the variable aperture that this phone has. So very excited to see how this phone's going to fare and what it's going to look like when I take some photos. So yeah, that's it. A quick look at the Xiaomi 14 Ultra. This is just an unboxing, but let's carry on with these accessories because this is really cool, right? Okay, so the photography kit has a bunch of nice stuff in it. First of all, here it is. It does have a little insert, and you can see the phone here with some of the accessories installed. And here we go. So we get a case, a proper case, and as you notice, it has like a camera lens release button, and that's because you can actually mount these things on it. Then, and some of them are here, I'll get into them in a second. Then you have a grip here you can attach to the phone. So it attaches via USB-C, so you get some kind of wheel you can program, some kind of zoom rocker, double detent camera button, and a record button, all in this one piece. I believe this locks onto the case, this case, like that, right? So that's how it works, and that's how it ends up working out for you. And then finally, you've got this adapter here, so you can, you know, unscrew this part here. Let me show you. If you unscrew this by pushing the button down, you can now mount this adapter on here. So you mount it like this, and then you click it in place, and this accepts filters, standard 76 millimeters, I believe, filters. So that's actually really cool. And then, you know, you push the button, you can remove it and put this back. And I believe this is just a different bezel, the same as this, but just kind of has this orange vibe to it, which is kind of cool, right? So again, like this, click and put it in place. So very, very cool. I believe this is just some instructions. Got a little manual here and stuff, and this says wrist strap. So there's a wrist strap, and then, you know, this is warranty, photography grip user manual, and decorative ring adapter ring user manual. So yeah, this is really cool. I'm really excited about it. I'm really looking forward to trying this out with the phone. Of course, you know, let's put the phone in here and have a look at what it's gonna look like with this installed. I think it's gonna be very cool. Here we go, like this. And then, you know, you can put the grip on there as well, like that. And there you go. This is your camera grip, pops up. So there's a battery in the camera grip. Apparently it tells you the charge level. That'll be very interesting to see. I don't know if there are settings. There you go. You can access some of the settings. I love that. Even though I haven't set up the phone, you can see. There you go. So I'm really looking forward to trying this out, folks, because this looks and feels like a camera now, you know? And that's pretty great. So anyway, quick look here at the Xiaomi 14 Ultra and its photography kit, right? This is a very unique product, and I am excited to have it finally. I didn't get the 13 Ultra last year because it was China only, and so it's a big deal. So stay tuned for more content soon, folks. And until then, please like, subscribe, tell your friends, click the bell below. Tell me in the comments, are you excited about this phone? Would you buy this phone? It is a global model. It should work in the US. It'll miss some bands, but it should be okay. And then let me know, would you buy this over an Oppo Find X7 Ultra or whatever? Tell me what you think. And remember, this is a compliment to my podcast, mobiletechpodcast.com. So please subscribe to the show and listen to the show to get my thoughts on this phone. And then finally, last thing is, there's a Patreon if you want to help me out. You get a video version of the podcast in advance every week and other perks. So check out my Patreon, patreon.com/TNKGRL. If you want to help out or can, I'd appreciate it. Check it out. That's it, folks. Stay tuned for more videos soon. Until then, cheers, everybody.